Students, in this video I am going to discuss the Runge-Kutta method. So what is Runge-Kutta method? So this is the differential equation given to you. This is the initial value problem. So the Taylor series method of solving differential equation numerically is restricted by the labor involved in finding the higher order derivative, because in Taylor series method we just generally need higher order derivatives, fine, and which needs a very, you can say, number of calculations, fine. So however, in the Runge-Kutta method we do not use the calculation of the higher order derivatives. In Taylor series method we need higher order derivatives, first derivative, second derivative, third derivative, but in Runge-Kutta method there is no need to find out the derivatives. This is the advantage of Runge-Kutta method, but they are very much accurate up to Taylor series method. This is the advantage. They don't need derivatives, but as far as accuracy is concerned they are very much accurate like Taylor series method, fine. So the Runge-Kutta method possesses the advantage of requiring only the function values at some selected points. These methods agree with the Taylor's series solution up to the term h raised to the power r. That means they are accurate up to the h raised to the power r, rth degree accuracy they are having, where r is called the order of the method. If you need second order accuracy, then there is another method, there is a one way class of method. If you need third degree accuracy, there is another method of Runge-Kutta method. If you need fourth degree accuracy, there is another class of methods, fine. So in Runge-Kutta method we are having different classes depending upon your accuracy or order, fine. So here first order Runge-Kutta method, that means we need only first degree accuracy. So Euler's method basically is the first order Runge-Kutta method, because this method is accurate with Taylor series method. So any method which is accurate with Taylor series method of order r is known as Runge-Kutta method. So Runge-Kutta method of order 1 is basically Euler's method. This is the Euler's method. Y1 is y0 plus h f x0 y0, which is in short can be written as y0 plus h y0 dash. So what is y1? Y1 is, this is from the method Euler's method. Now from the Taylor series, y1 is y at x1, but x1 is what? x0 plus h. Now expand this with the Taylor series. So y at x0 plus h, y dash x0 plus h square by factorial 2, second derivative at x0, and so on. If you compare these two equations, this is in short, this is written as this, y0 plus h of y0 dash plus h square by factorial 2 y0. So they are accurate up to the first degree term. That's why Euler's method agrees with Taylor series solution up to the term h. Up to the term h, this h, they are same. That's why Euler's method is a Runge-Kutta method of order 1. Fine. This is written as y0 is equals to y0 plus k1. What is k1? K1 is this, h f x0 y0. That means this is your k1. This is your f at x0 y0. So this is your k1. Fine. Now second order method. Second order method is basically improved or modified Euler's method. So the improved or modified Euler method is this, which we have already discussed. Y1 is y0 plus h by 2 f at x0 y0 plus f at x1 y1. Fine. This, if you put, this is from the method. Now this can be rewritten as y1 is equal to y0 plus h by 2 f at x0 y0 plus this. What is x1? X1 is x0 plus h, so written here, plus y1. Y1 is, you know that y1 is predicted with the help of Euler's method. This is actually the first prediction, I think you know. So this is the first prediction value, and we know that y1 is basically y0 plus h f at x0 y0. So this is written here, fine. And now with the help, this is in short written as y0 plus h by 2. This is f0 plus this is f at x0 plus h, plus this can be in short written as y0 plus h f0. So this is equation number 2. Fine. Now we will expand this function, this function, we will expand this function with the help of Taylor series. So what we will get? We will get y naught plus h by 2 f naught, this f naught, this f naught, plus this is the expanded. So this is first term, this is the second term, so we are expanding this. So here this is a two variable Taylor series. Fine. So this is not a single variable Taylor series, but this is a double variable Taylor series. So f at x naught y naught plus h, this h पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव, क्योंकि दो वेरिएबल हैं तो इसलिए पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव का इस्तेमाल करेंगे. सो h del f by del x at 0 plus in the second variable the distance is h of f naught. In the first variable the distance is h, in the second variable the distance is h f naught. So that's why h f naught del y by del y at 0 plus higher order terms. So we are not considering higher order terms, these are the first order term. So this is y naught plus h by 2 f naught plus this can be written as f naught plus h partial derivative of f with respect to s at 0. This is what h, we have already taken this h outside, so here is h common. So this is only left term is f naught del f by del y at 0 plus higher order terms. So this is y naught plus h. Now multiply this. So h f naught is 2 f naught. 2 is cancelled out with this. So we get only h f naught plus h square by 2 del f by del x naught at 0 plus f naught del f by del y at naught plus now h is multiplied by this. So this will be now third order term because this h is multiplied here. Fine. So after simplification what we will get is y naught plus h y naught dash is nothing but f naught plus h square by 2 f naught dash is nothing but second order derivative of y at 0 plus higher order term. So this is from the method. Now from the Taylor series, y1 is y at x naught plus h can be written as this. If you compare these two, you will see that they are same up to the second order term h square, they are same. That's why this is a Runge-Kutta method of order 2. So but in general we are written this method as this. y1 is y naught plus 1 by 2 of k1 plus k2. So what if you compare your method, then you will see that here this was the original method. So what is the method? Method if you compare these and this. So what is your k1? K1 is h f x naught y naught. K1 is h f x naught y naught. What will be the k2? K2 this part multiply by h is k2. So h at f x1 y1 y naught plus k1. What is k1? K1 is this. So this is the method. ठीक, तो इसी को मॉडिफाई करके लिखा गया है. दिस इज k1, दिस इज k2. फाइन. सिमिलरली वी हैव थर्ड ऑर्डर मेथड. थर्ड ऑर्डर मेथड इज y1 plus y naught plus 1 by 6. Here is 1 by 2, here is 1 by 6. k1 plus 4k2 plus k3, where k1 is given by this, k2 is given by this expression and k3 is given by this. Fine. Then fourth order, this is the most famous form of Runge-Kutta method. Fourth order Runge-Kutta method. Y naught plus y1 is given by y naught plus k, where k is 1 by 6, k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4, where k1 is given by this h f x naught y naught, k2 is given by h f x naught plus h by 2 y naught plus k1 by 2, where k1 is this. Similarly k3 is h f x naught plus h by 2 y naught plus k2 by 2, where k2 is given by this, and last is k4 h f x naught plus h y naught plus k3. Fine. So this is the Runge-Kutta, most famous form of Runge-Kutta method. Fine. So now these are the examples. First example is this. So dy by dx is y minus x, y at 0 is 2, find y at 0.1 and 0.2. So I will explain this method in the next video. Fine, thank you.